Working at this age?
Because I can't afford not to.
How old are you?
I'm
75.
Yeah. I'm evicted. I have to
Sorry?
get out of my apartment.
You're getting evicted?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how much is your rent?
They said they didn't get the check, and he's charging me $1,100 or something. You know.
Oh gosh.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Do you have a partner or like a husband or?
No, he's deceased.
Oh my god. When did
He died at 45 years old of drugs.
They said they didn't get the check, so she must be talking about Section 8 check, because that's the only way that you wouldn't know whether or not some people got a check, right? Because especially if you wrote the check, you can just write another one, right? But
Oh gosh, you've had such a hard life.
I'm here.
And you're about to get evicted.
Yeah.
I want to give these to you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I started in this store.
These are
I
for
just
you.
bought flowers for my boss
Really?
today. Yeah.
Wow. So those are for you.
Thank you.
I want to send you a lot of love, you know, the situation you're going through.
I just go day by day. It's up to him if I get up, you know?
But I want to put some money towards your rent.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. There's a few $100s for you.
let's just challenge something for a second, right? Because here we have this nice lady. She's 75 years old. 75 years old. And she's working a job, standing on her feet all day. Not DoorDash, not Uber, trying to be entrepreneur. No, she got a real job and she's working it. And she still came to work with a good attitude, even with all her personal problems going on of getting evicted, losing her husband. 75 years old. So what I'm trying to understand is all these able-bodied people who come on TikTok with all this energy and they can't work and taking advantage of the system. I'm trying to understand what's the disconnect. This lady's 75 years old. She's 10 years past the age of retirement, still working and showing up with a good attitude and working a job where she's standing on her feet. And then we have people not even in their 20s who just immediately act like there's nothing that they can do and they just have to start getting government assistance right now or else they're going to starve. I think that's incredible.
I also I'm gonna open a fundraiser to help you retire and to not get evicted.
No, I never had nothing like that before. My family don't help me. They don't have nothing to do with me. My kids. A friend of mine told me my customers are my people. I have 4 kids and they have nothing to do with me. I've been working for almost 2 years straight. I haven't missed a day. I missed 1 day.
I'm Sam. I promise. I'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
Of course.
Look at that. That's pride right there. She hasn't even missed a day. But what I will say, that is, she did throw a little curveball in there. Her kids don't want nothing to do with her. She has 4 kids, and they don't want anything to do with her. That makes you wonder a little bit, you know, as well as we have to address this as well, because I'm just going to start saying the hard truths, the things that need to be said, the things that are obvious, but we pretend that don't exist. If you have a family, providing isn't just you're paying all the bills right now of the household. Providing is also preventative, and it's also as well as protection. Protection and provision also comes down to the blind spots, the what ifs, right? So that situations don't end up like this, and you leave this earth, and your wife who hadn't been working, who was oblivious to how you were taking care of everything, now she's left on this earth struggling like this. So I say that to say, for one, you should let your wife know what to do in these situations if something happens. And if you don't have a large sum of money to leave, I don't care if you do have a large sum of money to leave, you should have life insurance. If you have responsibilities, you should have life insurance. And I think that's incredible as well. How many people will rely on benefits? And not only that, but have all these kids. It's people with 9 kids on government assistance. And if something happens to you, and you're single with all these kids, if something happens to you, do you even think about like what happens to your kids? And that's why we need to be being responsible when we're taking on all these responsibilities.
Right now, but it's not making sense, okay? People keep building apartments, keep building these sky-rise luxury apartments, etc. Who are you putting in these? The real estate market is dropping. Everyone can't even afford rent. And then, F all that, okay? To get into an apartment, 3 times the rent, 6 times the rent, credit score gotta be 800, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. You don't. Why do you keep building apartments if they're just gonna sit empty? All these apartments are sitting empty because to get into an apartment, because my friend's trying to get into an apartment right now, and it is, you would think she's trying to get into the freaking White House, the Vatican. Like, it is ridiculous trying to get approved for an apartment nowadays. Thank God I have one. Blessed be God. Blessed be the good Lord. Because what is happening? What is happening? Why are y'all charging an astronomically amount of rent? 1. 2, to even get into an apartment. First off, don't y'all need people in there? But then you're going to jump through hoops to get in there? Oh, we need your security deposit. It's going to be $1,000.
If they need people in there, why are you worried about it so much? If they're the one in need and it's not the consumer, then why is it? See, the people who are in need are typically the ones that's going to come on complaining. The people who are at the point of leverage are usually going to be the ones that's just fine and they don't have to say nothing. And I'm not saying this right, I'm not saying this wrong, but that's reality. And the thing is, why do you think there's all these stipulations and restrictions that make it harder for people, and create these barriers to entry in order to get into a home? Well, it's because what I found is that most people don't take their financial obligations seriously. And most people don't honor their word, if we're just being honest. People like that will move in somewhere and they'll act like it's your problem if they don't have the rent. And people who try to owe you this month, pay you next month, owe you this month, and they try to create a whole new pay schedule and think that's okay. And then when you evict them, they'll be like, I got you your money 30 days late. No, just honor the original agreement, the contract that you signed, and take your financial responsibility seriously. And what makes it even worse to watch is you'll see people having on all the newest clothes. They'll have a new car. They'll be going out to eat at restaurants. And meanwhile, they won't be paying you what they owe you. They won't be paying their rent, but they're living this extravagant life. So people's priorities en masse do not align with their responsibilities and their obligations. And that's how you get into this situation where now they want to see a lot before they give you a chance. Or you need to already have a track record. That's the way things are because of people abusing it. And you know, when people abuse it, they make it harder on everybody else. So what we should be doing is we should be coming down on the people who don't take their financial obligations seriously because they're the ones that are destroying the market for everybody else.
If you don't get approved, they don't send that back for they can take up to 30 days. But y'all want that right now. And they'll take it out of your account quick. But it takes you like a week, a month to send it back. I just don't get it. It's giving wasted time to me because y'all are keep building these apartments and you're not even putting anybody in it because you don't qualify. So who qualifies? Who qualifies? 6 times the rent. The rent is $3,000. Who makes that, bro? Do you even make that? You don't. So why are you trying to look in my friend's face talking about you need to pay 6 times the rent? Baby, you don't make 6 times the rent. I'm confused. Stop building apartments if you're not going to put people in them.
Be honest, because she said the rent was like 3,000 for an apartment, right, for her friend. And the truth of the matter is, your friend probably needs to go and get an apartment with less amenities and really get an apartment that's more in her price range because people just want what they want. They see all these amenities, the sky pool, the little lounge in the lobby, the concierge, and people who have no business living like that want to live like that because, like she said, it's new apartments with all type of nice amenities getting built up every day. So what does that do? Guess what? Those apartments that don't have those other amenities that was around before, what do you think they have to do? In order to still compete, they're probably gonna have to drop their price. So that's really where your friend should be looking. And she should be getting something affordable in her budget. But we want the new stuff. We gotta have the newest thing, we gotta have the most trendy thing, and even if it's not within our price range. So it's a humbling thing, but honestly, I think it's for her own good anyway. Because all she's gonna do is get in that apartment that she can't afford, and she's gonna put self-inflicted wounds on herself, and she's gonna end up in the system somehow because she couldn't manage it, she couldn't handle it, and she couldn't sustain it. So we'll leave it there, y'all. Like the video. Also subscribe if you want to join the Limitless Legion. Cash app link below if you want to buy your boy iced coffee. Tip the channel. Also feel free to join the Patreon where I post self-improvement content. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video.